What's going on YouTube? Welcome to another Valheim video, and today we'll be discussing if you should buy Valheim in early access or not. But before we get into that, for those who want a quick straight answer, yes, in my opinion Valheim is worth buying. And for those of you who want more details and an explanation, it's no secret when buying into an early access title that there are risks involved. Will they complete the game? Will they deliver on promises made? Is it going to be the game you expect? These are questions we sometimes ask ourselves as it's getting harder to trust early access titles. One thing that gives me confidence in the future of Valheim is their active Discord community. Developers get involved heavily with the Discord community and always listen to what players are wanting. This alone proves the developers want this game to succeed while still following their vision for it. There is a large focus on exploration. The game throws you in with a bird that pops up from time to time to explain certain things. Picking up new and different resources will unlock new items for you to craft, and the main map is clouded out until you explore. But the main map is also very big. The gameplay in Valheim is smooth, but has elements of gameplay which will make you and your friends have a good laugh, such as chopping down trees just for it to fall on you or roll after you, both more than likely resulting in death. I found the building mechanics at this time to be a little uncomfortable to use compared to other games in the genre, but this is expected as an early access title, and I'm sure we'll get system overhauls with future updates. At this point of the game, the combat system is fairly basic but still enjoyable. You can dual wield weapons or have a weapon in one hand and a shield in the other. From what I've experienced, the majority of the combat comes down to timing, your blocks and hits. I do hope we see a bit more option in the long term when it comes to the combat side of the game. Starving a big problem? No. Unlike most survival games, Valheim decided not to make their game difficult in a cheap way. Most survival games, your food drains pretty fast, which is where most of the challenge is based. In Valheim, they take a different approach. They make food fairly easy to get with plenty of different food sources, but they made the world much more dangerous. You never know what enemy you'll run into and whether you can beat it or not. In fact, I actually think it's more likely to die by chopping a tree down than it is by starvation. And the topic that many people were discussing before the release was the graphics. Me personally, I love the graphics and the feel of Valheim. I think the fact that the developers done the graphics and art style how they did was a risk, with many of today's gamers wanting high-end graphics. But it worked. It made the game feel unique. Instead of another realistic graphics survival game, maybe keeping it simple is what helped them have a pretty smooth launch of the game. Just to wrap up the video, so it's not too long for you guys, the game overall is very good in my opinion. I find it very enjoyable for an early access title. Knowing we only have 75% of the features and 50% of the content makes me excited to see where this game goes in the future. If you're on the fence about Valheim, I think it's worth a purchase, especially being only 29 Australian and 22 American. I think Valheim will give you hours of enjoyment, but I think it will best be played with a friend or two. If you made it this far into the video, I thank you and I appreciate you. If you've enjoyed the video, drop it a like and subscribe. If you want to see more Valheim content from a series to updates, we're going to be doing those on the channel as well. We also stream over on Twitch Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday at 7:30 PM Australian Eastern Daylight Time until late. You can also join our Discord community with some great community members. All the links are in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video.